Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at another CSM that I have today, and as you know by the title, it is going to be the CSM Delta Driver, or Delta Gear, sorry. So this is the outside box. It's coming. So unlike my other Fives drivers, I don't have a case for it just yet. There, I do actually have one on the way. I just decided to shoot the video before that came in. But there goes the piece that comes off. Still cardboard though. And here's the nice box. I still think that the boxes are so nice though. I think they're really cool. And you can kind of see it. The symbol's still there. Honestly, I have to say Delta's probably like my second favorite Fives suit. I think my first has to be... Oh, I don't know actually, because now I think about it, I like Orga as well, and also do like Saiga. I don't know, but I do like the driver. The driver is pretty cool. So speaking of the driver, let's go ahead and get that in right now. So here we have the Delta Gear. We have... Actually, I don't remember what the name of this thing is. Give me 1 second. But I do like this gear a lot more. It's very more simplistic. There's not like attachment pieces like the Fives or Kaiser gear, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so we have the Delta phone, Delta mover, and of course the Delta driver. So unlike all the other ones like Fives and Kaizo where you need a lot of batteries, for this you only need 6 AAA batteries, 2 for the mover, 2 for the phone, 2 for the driver. So before that falls, let me turn on the driver. The on switch is inside. For the phone is going to be right here. Turn it on and you get... It's pretty cool. We'll get to that in a second. And then for the mover, it'll be right here. Turn it on, and you actually get some light. Shows you what it is. I'll show you more detail what it is later. There we go. So actually, let me go ahead and take off the driver for the display so you can kind of see 360 view of it. It's pretty nice. Has a piece here where you can equip the mover if you want it to. If you want to have it on a shorter one. Then you also have, going around, another one. And this piece is just kind of like a connecting piece, essentially. Like if it was to connect like that. I think it's cool. And going around, and there's a more thicker part. I feel like this piece, kind of, sort of, is what they're going to use as a base, maybe, for the Orga driver, the new CSM one that just got announced. And then, this is where the mover goes. There we go. Being stubborn. Put that back on there. Boom, boom. Yeah, good for now. And of course you have the mission memory. And this is also made out of metal, and this is actually kind of clear plastic a bit, which is pretty cool. So sadly, the driver itself really doesn't do much besides one light turns on, so that kind of sucks. Everything else is going to be in this and partially that. So let's get into it, since we do have quite a quick review, kind of, sort of, I guess you can say. One thing is to note though, so when talking into this, it's kind of a pain because sometimes it doesn't register what you say. There is a way to get past that, but it's not a very efficient way. Well, it is kind of efficient. It's just probably won't feel as cool if you want to say that. But of course we have lifting this up. You just get
connection.
That you have voice lines. This little triangle right here is voice lines. Right now we're in Mihara mode, which is one of the main guys that started using it after the Orphanoch that was using it. Forgot the Orphanoch's name. Kitazaki, there you go. So if you just push it, you get voice lines. And then this button here is BMG, which I think is pretty cool. Let's see here. Right here is where the microphone is at. So like if you were to speak into it, you kind of want to speak into. Oh, sorry, that was off camera. Right here is kind of where the microphone is at. So if you want to speak into it, this is the area you want to speak around. This mostly this area right here, because this is the speaker, so sound comes out of that. So you're not. I know in the show it looks like they're talking into this, but oh wait, no. Yeah, that is just, this is the microphone, not speaker. My bad. But that's kind of what it's saying in the instructions. And then let's see. I guess we can start. Yeah. Okay. Well, so to change modes, you would hold on to this button and it'll go into the Kitazaki mode. So now pushing it. That's cool. And then here, if we push both buttons together, we'll get so we'll start with Orphanoch transform sound, and then Orphanoch speaking sound effect, and then Orphanoch transformation, and then the Orphanoch transformation demission sound. So like he detransforms from Orphanoch. So we're gonna push them both together. You can use it just 2 fingers or just one. Either way, it's fine. Boom. That's pretty cool. But if we go back to where we were in Mihara mode, basically in the show, I guess spoilers if you haven't watched it, but in the show, if you use the Delta driver, you kind of, any human who uses a Delta driver would end up getting like this electric powers. Kind of look like you're just making a taser with your hands, which is, I guess, pretty cool. But we can make that sound with pushing it both buttons while in Mihara mode. So that's pretty cool that we're able to do that. And now we can, I guess we can start the henshin. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can speak to it and probably try a bunch of times to get it to work, or you can hold down the trigger, push the small triangle. You'll hear, if you're in Mihara mode, you'll hear Mihara say henshin. If you're in Kitazaki mode, you'll hear him say henshin. And like it'll start it for you. And then as soon as you hear the standing by, if you let go of the trigger, it'll have the standby sound. If you continue to hold it, it'll do the quick transformation sound. And we'll do both of those. Just so you can hear it, and so I can show you how to detransform as well. So I'm gonna try firsthand. I'm just gonna try it once to say henshin. Hopefully it works. If not, I'm pushing the button. So here we go. Henshin. Awesome. So I'm gonna plug it in. Just make sure this part is gonna plug into here. The driver was supposed to light up, but it didn't, which is weird. But so let's go ahead and take this off. So now it's on there pretty good, not gonna lie. To take it off, you're gonna just pull down this. Let me let that focus. You're gonna pull down this right here. You hold it. You'll hear it like a sound that you disconnected it, and then you just push the button. Push both the buttons. That's how dehension. Let me make sure that this is on though. It is. So let's say you didn't want to say henshin, you just want to push the button itself.
Henshin, standing by.
And there you go. That's what the belt was should have done the first time, but it didn't. I don't know why. And of course, you can always transform with BMG as well if you were to hold down the button beforehand. Getting into this, so now you're transformed into Kamen Rider Delta, which is pretty cool. So now with the mover part, you can open it, kind of like how you did, and he actually has like a screen, like if you were locking onto somebody. These buttons are actually, you can actually push them, but they don't do anything though. But pretty cool that you actually can push them. These buttons don't work at all. They're not. They're just molded detail. At least it does still have like lettering and stuff, which is pretty cool. This is a barrel-ish thing. So it's just pretty cool. So now in here, when you're in this mode, you can do quite a few things. You can hold down the trigger. You can say fire, and it'll say burst mode, because that's when you go into your able to shoot. So now, right now, it doesn't do anything. You can do the input codes to get like the jet slinger. So if you want to say 3821, you can. So let's go ahead and do some of those. So let's start with fire.
Error.
Fire.
Burst mode.
There we go. We're both burst mode, and you shoot. Doesn't light up, but when you run out of batteries, not really, it's when you run out of ammo, you can say charge, and they'll charge it for you. Charge.
Error.
Charge.
Error.
Or you can just
Charge. Charge.
do that too if it doesn't want to recognize the voice or anything. You also can do 3821 to some of the jet slingers, so let's try that. 3821. I'm trying to get rid of most of it because I think it's I'm holding it down for too long. Okay, let's try 3821.
Jet slinger. Come closer.
And here, oh, what the hell? Did uh-oh. Well, I think the batteries are short circuiting. Let me change the batteries on this real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so I changed the batteries. So we're gonna henshin again, but this time I guess we'll do it in Kitazaki mode, so that way, you know, we can kind of hear his voice stuff too. Wrong thing I pushed, my bad. There we go, and then
Henshin. Standing by.
see, holding the trigger is now, it doesn't make the standby sound. It's gonna be the quick henshin version. So actually, let me bring this a lot closer so we could hear it too.
Complete.
So that's pretty cool. So now, let's try it again with 3821 because you can actually control the jet slinger. So 3821.
Error.
3821.
Error.
3821.
Jet slinger. Come closer.
There we go. So put my finger over this so I can talk to y'all real quick. So you're able to control the jet slinger with a few things. You can pull the trigger, or you can lift this up and it'll make a different sounds. So we'll go ahead and try that. My bad, I think actually you have unlimited ammo whenever you're controlling it. And then to stop it, you're just gonna push these two buttons together and it'll stop. And that's it. Which is pretty cool. And then you also have the other codes that says 3814, and it'll say jet slinger to get into the action. 3846, and it'll say jet slinger to take off. Which is pretty cool. That you do have more other stuff. And I also do like how on the other drivers you can still use those codes for the jet slinger. So now I guess we can go into pointer mode. Probably. Yeah, I guess we can go into that for now. Okay, so now we can go into the finishers. So there's two different finishers, but all you have to say is the same phrase. All you have to just say check to it, and it'll be ready for that. So you go ahead and we're gonna take off the mission memory, and we're gonna place it on the top part right here. And then whenever we push it in fully, it's gonna push. Well, you can see that button. Yeah, there you go. Gonna push that button through, and it'll extend it for us. And let me retry that because I was holding onto it the wrong way. So there we go. So now you see even more details, which is pretty awesome. Can't lie about that. So as you heard, it said ready. So now we're ready to do the finishers. So you're gonna hold down the trigger and you're gonna say check. So the way to do the two different finishers, if you have the antenna down, then I believe you'll be doing the Lucifer hammer. And then if you have the antenna up, it'll be the gunshot unique skill sound. At least that's what they called it. So kind of lame that you have one move called Lucifer hammer versus one called gunshot unique skill sound. So we'll do just the regular one, and we'll see if I'm gonna try to do it one with the light on and one with the lights off, so you can kind of see what it looks like. So here we go. Check.
Exceed charge.
That's pretty cool. So let me go ahead and turn off the lights so we can try that one more time. Okay, now that's dark. And I know that the other times for the other drivers I didn't do this for them. Not gonna lie, I was a bit lazy and my room wasn't so clean. Now it's clean and I can do it, turning on the lights on and off easily. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna say check. We're gonna still do the first finisher, and then while the lights are off, we'll also do the second finisher as well. Check.
Exceed charge.
I think that is pretty cool. I really like that. And then to do the second finisher, you're going to raise the antenna. I know you can not see that well at all, but you're just gonna push the antenna upward and say check again. Check.
Exceed charge.
And that one you can kind of hear that he started to do like multiple shots on it, which is pretty cool. And then let me go ahead and turn on the light, and we'll do the second finisher again, just so you can see it with the light on. And voila. So we're gonna try it again. So remember, you're just gonna push this up.
Check. Exceed charge.
Which I think is pretty cool. So on that one, you did see me push the button. You can push the button for all of them. It's pretty cool if you don't want to say check or whatever. So I think it's pretty cool that even if you wanted to, you don't even have to take this out of the box. All you need is these two pieces, and you're still able to do everything. So now, this is the cool part. We know that the voice activation is a bit finicky. So what Bandai ended up doing, they put a separate mode for it, which is pretty cool. So I gotta do it. Took off that already. All you have to do is turn it off, and then we'll turn it back on in a second. But it's pretty cool. Essentially, it'll act like the DX version, which in the DX version, it didn't matter what you said as long as it was loud enough into the speaker. It'll go to the next stage and whatever it is supposed to do. So to activate that, you're gonna hold the voice line button and then turn on the power. So in here, when you hold down the trigger and you say anything, no matter what it is gonna go straight to standby. Once you put it inside to transform, it'll just start doing the fire, the charge, and it'll just keep going after that. It'll just keep saying charge after that. And then once you put it into the we'll show you. So here, I guess with the background, I'll say whatever my background is right now. So pizza. Or unless I did that wrong. Henshin.
Standing by.
Yeah. And then taking it out. Yeah. You just say fire.
Fast mode.
Charge.
Charge.
Henshin.
Charge.
So it doesn't matter what you say, it's just gonna keep going to the next sequence. Which is pretty cool. That's why you can just use it like in a very more basic mode. So putting this, as soon as you put this in, it's gonna do straight the finishers.
Ready.
Which is, I think you can still do both of the finishers, which is pretty cool still. So let's go.
Exceed charge.
So that's the first one. And for the second one, let's try pizza again. I mean, as I tried it the first time. Pizza. Yeah, no, I don't think it's working. Check.
Exceed charge.
If you wanted to see where you're shooting. So that's pretty cool. It still acts like the DX version, which I think is still pretty awesome. And then I believe that is actually it. Obviously, there's like more voice phrases and stuff. You can always check that out if you ever pick up the item. But besides that, it's a pretty fun driver. Like I said, it's awesome if you just wanted to have fun with it. You can literally just take these pieces out, and because sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes I have it in this configuration, because when it's like this, the mission memory is not falling out anytime soon. Like, it barely moved. Actually, I don't even think it moved at all. No, it didn't move at all. And I was shaking it, and neither did the foam piece fall off either. I usually just have this configuration, and then I'll just push that up. Turn on the BMG mode. And like the driver, all the rest of it is still in the box. Sometimes I usually do that whenever I get bored. But it is a pretty fun piece. I can't lie. Probably one of my favorite driver, I'd have to say, from Fies. Maybe my third favorite suit. I actually don't know. I have to really think about that, because probably my first favorite suit would be Orga. After that, it'd be Saiga, and then Delta, then Fies, then Kaiza, and then if you want to consider the Riot Troopers, and we could throw them in too. But yeah, but this is a really fun driver. I can't lie about that. And I honestly say, if you can be able to pick it up for retail price, that'd be awesome. I know right now in the aftermarket, a lot of CSMs sell pretty high. Who knows though? Maybe they might make a version 2, since they made a version 2 for Kaiza. They might make a version 2 for Delta. Hopefully they do, and hopefully it's with an updated and a better speaker, so that you can talk into it and it'll recognize your voice a bit more. But who knows? We'll have to see about that. One thing I do wish though was, not only, since the driver barely does anything, I wish that not just this part was lit up. I wish this part as well kind of lit up as well. I think that'd be cool, or at least put something else into this, like maybe make one of these buttons voice phrases and one of these buttons the BMG. That way the driver can actually do some more stuff. But for now, I guess it's fine. But yeah, so next time I think I will look at my Saiga driver, because I have that one, that's CSM for that one, and maybe after that one, another piece of Fies, inventory weaponry, I guess you can call it, his Fies Edge. I thought I was never gonna get it, but apparently I got it, so we'll see how that looks. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.